certain region. And I think people want to hear that. They want to know more about their products. There's still this passive consumerism, but people are more conscious about where they're spending their money.
And when they spend their money, how do they quantify that? Because I think as an architect, you can measure the input and the output. So you design a building and it costs $500,000 US. But then you add an extra $500,000 US for the artistic value you bring as an architect. How do you justify that? How do you explain that?
Well, I think in terms of the artistic value, the quality of the space, that is something that the user may not understand when you're projecting it as a visualization. But if you think of a restaurant, for example, why would you eat in a restaurant that's well lit, that's atmospheric? Yes, instead of like having a meal with very aggressive lighting at a kiosk with no ventilation. There is that quality, there is that extra enjoyment that people derive from well-designed spaces, and that can be quantified in sort of monetary terms, because you can see that people will use a space better when they're more comfortable within that space. So it's not just about flashy design. It's about how a space makes you feel, and that's the quality of the space. So it's when you have a certain, if you have this bench in your home, how does that make you feel, knowing it was made in Lamu, knowing it was made by local craftsmen, knowing that every piece of it was handmade, and also when you sit on it, and maybe as a young Kenyan, maybe it gives you a sense of pride, it gives you a sense of connection to your country. So I think those are all elements that can be quantified, because they are real and you do feel them.
Well, that's all for the special edition of In Business Africa, coming to you from Cape Town. From myself, Lerato Mbele, and the team, thank you so much for watching, and Happy New Year.
In Business Africa, in association with Bua Group, unlocking opportunities.
Mucinex Cold and Flu All-in-One. Fight.
Oh, no.
Sore throat, fever, cough, sinus pressure, chest congestion, sinus congestion, nasal and body pain. All-in-one.
Did you really need the caps lock?
Mucinex Cold and Flu All-in-One.
Want a better credit card? We've got you. The experts at NerdWallet compare hundreds of credit cards so you can narrow in on what matters most. From low rates to no annual fees, find and shop the best cards for you. For all your credit card questions, turn to the nerds.
I'm not into dating games. I'm ready for a real relationship. That's why I trust eHarmony.
No one can connect you with high-quality singles like eHarmony. That's why every 14 minutes, someone finds love on eHarmony. Start free today.
一人の相撲人として戦うためだと思います。女子相撲選手の熱意と情熱で克服していけるものだと思っていて、将来的には女子相撲じゃなくてアマチュア相撲はオリンピックなどもっと世界中の人に愛される競技になれるって信じてます。
Cities are supposed to be built for all of us, men, women, and children. we share this space together. But cities haven't been built by all of us. Because most cities, if not all of them, are designed and built by men. So half the population is deciding how all of us should live. But what would a city look like if it was designed by women?
This is a state visit with nearly all the bells and whistles. There's no gold coach ride up the Mall, but there is no joint address to Parliament.
Well, Turkish forces are continuing to pound targets